Greetings, y'all, man. We back with another video, man. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing great today. Today we got when people went too far in fraternity court. We've been getting to it, man. It's a 19-minute video. Yeah, bro, we finna see like what happened in fraternity court. Get into it, man. See what happened.
She was not engaged. Obviously, you might have gotten more than you bargained for, right?
He did. A child.
How is it a problem? How is it a problem? When you just asked me,
It's a problem.
what did I do?
This case commences on a rough pallet with a pair of ex-fiancés with paternity troubles. The female counterpart,
always some going
sues
on.
her ex-fiancé to prove
They
he's the
go in the
father
back
of her
for a
child.
strike, but
You were suing your former fiance, Mr.
Yeah,
Fox,
that-
fathered your 4-month-old daughter, Selena.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say he called off the wedding due.
The presumed father seems to see things another way. Here's why.
Admitted that she cheated on you during the window of conception, so the baby's not yours.
Yes,
So, Mr.
we was engaged. The reason why I called it off was because
He looked pained and hurt.
she wanted to go hang out, and Miss Todd told me that it was her friend. When I went to the store, came back, I had a call saying that she was gone already.
Miss Todd looks the most unapologetic.
Go through her phone at all, but her phone just kept on buzzing, and it was a text message, and the text message said it was good. I want some more.
What?
Her response
Nah,
is
that's
like
crazy,
a small
bro.
sliver of shade.
like,
Is this true? You went out.
like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of doing that jump? Knowing y'all, like, knowing you got a future with this man, you finna be with this man and stuff like that. But you gonna go out and do like,
Out with friends and
I
stayed
don't
out
know,
all
bro.
night?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, so did you sleep with him that night?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge Lake questioned her. Here's what she had to say.
Okay, that night, me and my friend went to the store, and then we went back to his place where we was at, and then we was drinking and smoking.
Even the girlfriend wasn't there. Quite the illicit affair.
She wasn't there, Your Honor.
Oh, so that was a lie.
Yes, Your Honor.
That was a lie from the get-go.
Yes, Your Honor.
It just happened?
yes, Your
Oh,
Honor.
And then we went back to the place, then it just
Y'all was
happened.
planning it to me.
No.
one time is never enough.
Todd,
Yes, Your Honor.
so you had sex with this gentleman again, not just this night, another night as well.
Yes.
Here's her reason for asserting the fatherhood of her child to her
So she really
ex-fiancé.
just telling on her. So
We
like,
went back to his place, and it happened again, but we used protection. That's why I felt Mr. Foster was the father.
So wait a minute.
Don't you just love the way Judge Lake makes her re-explain herself?
You're engaged to Mr. Foster.
No, not at the time he wasn't.
At the time, you just dated.
Check out what she says when she's questioned about her pregnancy.
Mr. Foster, you were intimate with this guy
Yes.
one time.
Yes, Your Honor.
So why didn't you tell him about the other time?
I don't.
How soon after this did you find out you were pregnant?
It was 2 months.
Yes, Judge Lake, keep the questions coming.
Guy, you were pregnant.
No, because I
sound
knew
crazy,
it wasn't
bro.
a possibility that he wasn't the father. So no, I did not tell him.
And the funny thing is, he didn't even know about it the other time.
When
He only
you
23 years
initially
old.
found out Miss Todd was pregnant, were you happy or not?
Actually, no, because it's not me.
Here's his reasons for doubting her.
And me and her, we had unprotected sex like 2-3 times a day for 3 years. Mrs. Todd have not got pregnant.
The second part was not quite convincing.
The thing which
So
the
wait,
case was
who that lady is sitting down, bro? Y'all see that lady sitting down in the blue dress or something like that?
when Mrs. Todd finally had the baby, we had sex.
It looks like she's getting the details mistaken.
Not at the apartment by myself. He didn't told me through a text message that we was over.
Judge Lake questions them to clear the air.
And with this guy more than one time before you were engaged.
Yes.
So how did
Mr. Foster doesn't seem to agree.
he come pick you up?
Her birthday is in the summertime, and if I'm not mistaken, it was cold out.
Cold? Warm? Which is it?
No, it was.
to
It
come
was
and get
warm
her.
outside when he came. It was warm.
How can both of them be
Man,
confused at the
bruh.
same time?
They don't know whether or not
Man, let's
they
just
were
get,
engaged.
let's just get to the chase,
He
man.
was
Really, just
engaged,
cut
she
to the
was
chase.
not engaged.
Thank goodness for the proof.
Oh, and there's the ring.
August 8th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you engaged when you had this man come pick you up? That
Yes,
was
Your Honor.
When asked about Mr. Foster's involvement, here's what Miss Todd had to
I
say.
think it's really the girl in the red, bro. She just really telling us, so, bro. She might as well go and give it up, like.
wasn't involved at all.
No, I wanted him to go to see the ultrasound pictures with me. He didn't want to go.
Doesn't Mr. Foster have anything to say?
You were alone.
Yes, I was alone with a family member, and I wanted him to be there with me.
Okay, that's too far.
Showing that asking him to come to my ultrasound and my appointments with me, he didn't come to none.
Ms. Todd admits to her mistakes. Well, that's a step forward.
Very
I know I made a mistake, you know. I admit to doing my wrong, you know. I wanted him to be there.
Well, that's not reason enough for Mr. Foster.
Golly,
That's
bro.
what I wanted.
Because I'm not the father.
He is the father. That baby looked just like him. Look at that baby right there.
The first witness comes in, and she's got a lot to say.
Correct. Why don't you believe?
Oh, so that's her. Okay, I know. I seen the
Son is
blue
not the
jersey.
child's father?
Miss Todd admitted that the other guy was the father.
Here's a reason for the statement.
That this other guy was the
Excuse
father.
me, Your Honor. I said it was a possibility that Mr. Foster or the other guy could be the father.
This misinformation is getting too much.
But you stated in court today that you said there was no way you thought this other guy could be the father
Because the
because he
condom
was
broke,
protected.
so it could be a possibility.
Oh,
Yes.
This
So
becomes
not
a
so.
crisis.
Wait,
Is
what?
Miss
She
Todd
just
still
flipped the
hiding
story.
something?
her family members calling you to say that this other guy, this friend, was really the father.
Correct.
Mrs. Foster gives her son neutral advice.
My son, I said, if you're gonna be with her, you might as well marry her. And he signed the birth certificate.
The gallant knight comes to the rescue, but why is he still certain he's not the father?
Guy that was there that had stepped up.
So you came to the birth.
Yes.
You were there. You participated. So you
Named her.
The audience always claps at the wrong time.
Why would he stop the birth certificate?
Did you understand at that time?
Difficult times call for difficult measures, Judge
Bro,
Lane.
oh
How
my
we determine
God.
you are the
man.
biological father today. Let's be clear. You are the legal father.
Do you see it? Cause I see it.
You believe they look just alike.
Yes.
Do you see the resemblance, Mr. Foster?
I see some, but I don't think that I'm the father.
Okay,
I
now
don't know.
that's
It's a little
too
bit.
far.
You might can see it
Oh,
in the mouth a little bit.
Me and a friend of mine, which is an attorney.
Judge Lake is clearly bewildered.
And still went on and signed a birth certificate for a child
Yes, I did.
that you thought was not yours.
Yes, I did.
Mr. Foster gets emotional, and for good reason. Always count on an episode of Paternity Court to get you moved.
Like, by me growing up, not having a father, so that was the only reason why I did what I did.
I understand.
The results are in. Who else is excited?
Mr. Foster, you are her father.
I told you so.
In this episode, a man.
So what they did all that running around, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The lead up to whoever the father is and not the father, bro. They need to just cut that in half, bro. They just doing a whole bunch of running around, beating around the bush, bro.
Renounced his claims for his paternity to his 23.
Wait, do he look like the father? Maybe in the nose a little bit. No, he probably is the father. Look, yeah, he probably is though. Look at the nose. Look at the mouth. They got the same mouth and nose.
3-month-old baby
They both got that little slit right here. He got the little slit right there. Yeah.
girl and declares that if he is not the father, the news will change his life.
So you are here in court to prove that you are not the father of Miss Davis's child and say today's result will change your life.
Here's why Mr. Wiggins says the case will change his life.
As a result of being alleged the father of Aubrey, I lost my wife and I want to regain my family.
The mother of the child, Miss Davis, contended something else.
You claim that Mr. Wiggins knows he's the father of your child and is trying to and doesn't want to step up and be a father.
He claimed he lost his family, but to what?
As a result of being
She
alleged
look like
the
a
father
mom,
of
though.
Aubrey, I lost my wife and I want to regain my family.
You lost your family?
Okay, this is hilarious.
Miss Davis was working for a family member of mine and I seen her and she was looking good and she had on some really tight pants.
He claims it was nothing but sex, but it went on for 2 years.
Man, bro.
That's a lot of time for one party not to catch feelings.
Approached her, was never supposed to be anything else more than just sex.
But you didn't use
We was together
protection.
for almost 2 years.
But he does have a lot to lose, or maybe not.
It's not your biological
See, bro.
child that you
That's what's wrong with these men, bro. Like they don't think with their head, man. They think with other heads, you know, or other head. I should not plural, just singular, you know. But you know what I'm saying? If he would have thought with his mind, he won't be in this situation. So it's really his fault, you know. But now he trying to come back, double back. It might be too late now, my boy. It might be too late, but we're gonna see.
you can convince your ex-wife, you know, the woman, I guess she left because of the situation.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she delusional? I don't blame her though. He seems to be a sweet talker.
Right.
Did you think you were in a relationship?
I was. I knew I was in a relationship.
You did.
She said she knew.
Well, that's
She said she
me.
was in a
But
relationship.
I felt I needed to tell her to ultimately get what I wanted.
Obviously,
in the
you
short
did.
period
You might have gotten more than you bargained for.
Right.
He even promised to marry her.
So why did you think you were in a relationship, Ms. Davis?
He said he wanted to marry me. He wanted to get a divorce from his wife. He
No,
wanted to
Your
be
Honor.
with me.
No.
Apparently, the delusion works both ways. How are you working things out by cheating?
Work it out with your wife while you were sleeping with Ms. Davis?
I was. That's also the reason why I have a child that's 2 months.
Okay, that's too far. But when Destiny calls, you answer.
Wife and your mistress.
They
Right.
were, Your Honor.
They're a
She
month
was-
apart.
Trouble in paradise. But is he really blaming her?
And of course, because she wanted my wife out of the picture, because she did want more.
You're right. I wanted more because you
The bargain was too high. But is the lie plausible because it's said out of desperation?
put 2% in.
And I was good to her. I mean, because ultimately I was trying to get something out to do. I felt I needed to do.
Like 2.5 years, how we're not together.
The fact that he's trying to defend himself makes him look silly.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You caught.
Speaking a word this afternoon.
I'm not saying.
So basically you're admitting that you just lying?
I mean, it wasn't
So
lying.
you can
Your
sleep
Honor.
with her. No.
Judge Lake puts him in his place.
Right.
You said you did what you had to do to get what you want.
that, Your Honor.
You were a married man.
was.
You sleeping with this girl.
Somebody should give this man a reality check. He definitely needs it.
Miss Davis told her that she was pregnant and that she wasn't going anywhere. She inboxed her on Facebook, which
Right.
caused a lot of havoc in my life.
Technology is causing havoc these days.
We went to a room and
And
we.
bro, it's
had fun.
ultimately your
He,
fault, though.
on
You
the other
can't get
hand,
mad at
my
anything
phone,
happening
and
afterwards,
He found
bro.
a little statement about
No.
me and the guy.
But aren't they saying the same thing though?
Maybe scrolling on Facebook. And this guy, she's telling him, oh, I need something more
never
loving.
slept with him.
So to me, saying more means
Why was he mad?
Valentine's Day celebration because, of course, I was upset.
How were you upset if you weren't in a relationship with her?
Right.
Because
Oh, how quaint.
we're at this hotel. I had went all out for her in hopes that I would have a great ending that night. And so it pissed me off to see her.
Mr. Wiggins states his
To my great
doubts,
ending.
but is it enough?
You
Man,
know,
crazy.
I have a baby by you when you're sleeping with another guy. That's what made me
I never
mad.
slept with no one.
So, and that is part of what your doubt is as well. Because
Absolutely.
after you
He claims the birth certificate was rigged.
Your Honor, Your Honor, I'm no Einstein or anything, but I'm educated enough to know my own birthday.
Do people typo birthdays now?
My birthday is November the 9th, 1990.
The one
this
you wrote.
says 11/11. Because I was married, I wasn't just supposed to go on her birth certificate.
Miss Davis tells a different story entirely.
do you think he wrote his wrong birthday on
He
purpose?
got a little sugar. He got a little
Because
sugar
I
on
see
his
that
toe.
when we got the birth certificate, I let him know that
But he ain't like
whatever
that,
he
though,
signed,
so
he
he
signed
said
it
that.
wrong. He was supposed to go get it fixed.
The man in his
You can tell
promises.
she smoked,
He's a
but
married man and he's asking you to have his child.
From day one.
Then why isn't he with you? Why does he want to give his wife back?
I have no idea.
That's a good question.
I went back to my wife. That's how it all
Yeah,
went.
when-
Along with Miss Davis.
His wife when he found out about the Facebook. That's
This man was not prepared for the storm he started.
She has.
I have been taking care of
She
her
has-
by
that's
myself,
not-
so why not?
I have been-
When we get into it, he stepped.
Sometimes, all you need is a straightforward question.
And because, again, I'm not trying to run away from my responsibility. Miss Davis saying, you ain't got to worry about her,
That's still not right for the child.
Because
man,
you want
bro.
your family
Just
back.
cut to
So
just cut to
honestly,
the point,
Mr.
man.
Wiggins, yeah, there's a lot.
Always
The
running
results
around
are in,
rambling.
but Judge Lake stirs a murky pot.
Are you all still involved?
No, we're not, Your Honor. No, we're not, Your
At
Honor.
the same time, two different animals.
These
So she's saying they is, he's saying they not. Man, bro. Man, just get to the results, man. Get to-
lies are getting scary. They've gone too far.
Intimate.
It's been a while.
Last night.
No, Your Honor.
And you made your way to my hotel.
That is not true,
Right.
Your Honor. We did go to dinner.
Judge Lake sees it. Even the blind can see through them.
Man, oh my God.
No, Your Honor.
Your whole body language changed. Non-verbal cues just start cueing.
Judge Lake seems tired of them already. Who wouldn't?
You did not use protection?
The last time we had intercourse, we did not.
Have you learned anything? Both of you.
I have not to be with someone like that.
Lies from the beginning to the middle to the end.
Trying to patch things
Man, get
back
to the
together.
point,
At
bro.
the same time, you're still in in the same relationship that destroyed your family.
Preach, Judge Lake.
Are we living in now? I mean, can you just use a condom?
He doesn't like it. That's his excuse. He doesn't.
Finally, let's check out the DNA results.
Mr. Wiggins, you are the father.
Mr.
Oh, yeah,
Wiggins.
this is over with now, boy. Your whole life is over with, man. You gotta be with her now. You ain't getting your wife back. You thought you were gonna get your wife back. You're not getting your wife back. It might be over with, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Wiggins' sweet mouth isn't so sweet anymore.
You yourself say you chased this little girl down, you said what you needed to say, and I can only imagine the things you told her.
A couple of young adults appear in court to determine the paternity of their baby. The presumed father and his mother are not certain. Hence, they haven't signed the baby's birth certificate.
3-year relationship has led you both to believe she is a liar. You say you need the DNA result.
The mother of the child insinuates that it's her baby daddy's mother's fault for putting doubting thoughts in his mind.
You claim when the DNA results prove he is the father, you want the defendant's name added to her birth certificate.
Miss Souzas revealed why her relationship with Mr. Payne is not consistent.
She look way
so
older than
jealous
him, bro.
and insecure about himself. Like everywhere I go, he think I'm doing something. If I go to the store, I gotta be back in a certain time. Like he's just crazy.
Mr. Payne
Yeah, she
contests
from
as the
New
first
York.
argument begins. Is he insecure or
She
is it
from the
both of
Bronx or
them?
something, bro.
You guys, they're both jealous. They're both jealous.
Of course I'm jealous. You were my boyfriend for like almost 3 years.
Well, their age says a lot.
There we go. You all engaging in adult activities, but you're still acting like kids.
This looks like house school drama.
We started talking. She went to the movies with some other guy. Facebook messages telling her ex she love him. This,
Yeah.
and that.
But another argument breaks out.
So they from New
You were
York.
talking with another girl and you was just telling your ex you loved her. So what's the difference?
You lying. You lying in court.
Judge Lake tries to make sense of their argument.
Yeah, I said I care for him. I never said I loved him. He told his ex he loved her, and I did go to the movies with a boy.
A 9-hour movie? Interesting.
For 9 hours. What movie is 9 hours?
Judge Lake questions them about the beginning of their pregnancy.
And when you told him you were pregnant.
He was happy for a minute, and then, I don't know, I guess, there we go with the DNA test.
Here's what Mr. Payne has to say.
I was happy and shocked at the same time because I felt like it happened fast because we had just got back together.
Mr. Payne's mother is the
Man,
only
bro.
clarity to this confusion.
The first time she got pregnant, I knew without a doubt it was his because this time they kept breaking up. They break up so much.
So that's why his mother is doubtful.
Suddenly, when she said she was pregnant, I told her from the beginning, just because y'all broke up like that I wanted a DNA test.
We've learned this already. No condom equals baby. But Judge Lake still questions Miss Souzas.
I mean, we did have sex without a condom, so it probably did happen right away.
So you're saying 2 weeks after getting back together, you take this test.
Miss Zachary gave clarity as to why she asked for the DNA test.
They both do things to each other. It seems like they go tit for tat. Oh, you talking to a guy? I'm gonna go talk to this girl. You're talking to a girl? I'm gonna go talk to this guy. They do.
The third one? Are you counting on me?
Just childish, man.
But you
Childish.
really weren't.
But I wasn't though.
How?
Because you wanted to stay away.
How?
What you
Yes,
think?
I did.
So what?
Oh, hearsay. Well, that doesn't solve anything.
Everybody got something to say about
Right,
it.
but I don't know this to me out the blue. First of all, I'm like, how does she know?
Judge Lake always asks the right questions.
And he was there for like 2 months, and then he just disappeared.
No, I did not. She didn't
We
want to
live
be
in a-
around.
Miss Souzas gets emotional, and she claims she's tired of doing it all by herself.
By myself, it's like, I'm just fed up.
She didn't have to be alone. She chose to.
Yup,
That was
'cause
on
what-
her.
She didn't have to be alone. Why did she choose to?
Because I've been independent for so long, for so many years by myself. I was used to it, so it was like,
She revealed why she chose to be alone.
we just argued too much, which was too much for around my daughter, and I don't want that all around her, so.
Okay.
Miss Zachary says she gave Miss
Big
Souzas
John.
advice when she
Bro,
got
get to the
pregnant.
point,
She's
bro.
alone. I let her know that if the paternity test come up that this is ours, I'm gonna be there. She won't be by herself, but I.
The fourth argument has quite the sentiment to back it up.
You kept her
Cause I've
away
been-
though.
no, I
I'm
did
saying
not.
the whole
No, I did
story.
not.
Don't do that.
But
You
that's
told
I
him
know.
that I didn't do nothing at all. God,
You look like him a little
Is
bit,
this
though.
love or just pointless war?
She got the same head.
you did not want me around.
Let's get some more.
Well, babies don't know how to lie.
Liliana have with Mr. Payne and his mom.
She just cries, like, she don't even know them, like.
Single motherhood can be difficult.
Months you've been raising her on your own.
Not on my
And
own,
then
like, here,
out.
I don't like that. If you're gonna stay out, stay out. If you're gonna come in, come in.
Well, this is getting exhausting.
When I ask you for
Because you
stuff,
don't
it's
wanna-
always a problem, though.
How is it a problem?
It's a problem.
How is it a problem?
Get
When
her
you just
formula.
asked me,
It's a
what
problem,
did I do?
right?
I guess Judge Lake is tired too.
Fighting over the color of the stroller?
Right.
This is problematic. This really is sad.
Honesty is lonely, but it truly is the way forward.
No, I don't care about that.
You don't care about the
I
relationship.
just want him to be a father. I'm more hurt about her and him. They don't have it.
I love honest people.
From a little bit, because what could I do? She don't want this shit.
Is it because she doesn't want you around, or is it because you have doubt?
So he's not even sure.
Proof that she actually had sex with someone else.
I seen her at a party with a dude, and that was a couple weeks before.
We finally have a name for it. Toxicity.
No, we don't talk to each other until we decide we miss each other. Then that's it.
Bro, they need to get to the DNA result. They just going on and on and on, bro. Like, it's just back and forth, bro. Just get to the result.
And that's around the time we missed each other and we had sex and I got pregnant.
Here's why Miss Sousis is so certain Mr. Payne is the father.
Date anybody else at all? You didn't?
No. Yeah, I've talked to boys, of course. What female doesn't?
You talked to them, but you weren't sleeping with them.
I was.
Here we go again with the hearsay.
Right, but no one has anything good to say. You know what I'm saying? I know how that goes, but you understand that's my doubt.
Well, people are going to say what they want to say.
I'm a hoe. I'm this. I'm that. But does anybody really know me? No. But when I confront people, nobody got nothing to say.
If we only could forget our past, it always comes back to haunt us.
That would warrant them spreading these rumors about you. But then when you met Mr. Payne, those things changed?
Yes.
Is this anger or hatred or what?
That upset you as well?
Yeah.
And explain.
If he would have signed a birth certificate, he could have been had his daughter every day. He could have took her anywhere he wanted.
Miss Sousis is clearly fighting some pessimism.
Her house, I told you specifically myself. You come see her.
And then after that, I never heard from you again.
Because I felt alone, like y'all.
She should have given them a chance, though.
No, and I don't like to get in
It just seems like she traumatized.
Let's talk one at a time.
Age and responsibility do not get along.
Oh, young people. You all just, you know so little about life and you have so much responsibility.
That's a great analogy.
The boy that always the meanest to you, that's the one that likes you, and they just, ooh, boy, they just worry you.
They don't seem angsty enough. Certainty issues, perhaps? Well, it'll be clear very soon.
Mr. Payne.
Thank you, bro.
You are the father.
Thank you.
I'm happy. Now I'm...
Okay, at least he's saying he happy though. At least he can he got a clarity for it. Okay, now he can, you know what I'm saying, do what he gotta do.
Happy. Now I can be happy.
That was surprisingly not anticlimactic.
Okay, I always say there's nothing wrong with shedding a tear over a child.
That's right.
She's a beautiful little girl. How do you...
Aw, so much conflict, but a happy ending at the least.
I just want to say sorry to her
for
denying it and with the stuff that I put her through.
It's good though that he even man up and did that jump. Cause most people like, man, dang, that jump, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was Paternity Court. Gone too far. Hope you got like the video, man. Again, man, like I say in my other videos, man, I don't want to see none of y'all on here, man. Just I would like just do what you gotta do, man. You know. Hopefully y'all like the video. See y'all tomorrow, man.